Hello folks, what's going on tonight? Welcome to Painting with the D. We're gonna keep continuing on with our Redemptor Dreadnought that's been modified and is being painted in the Mentor's Legion colors. So it's coming along pretty cool. Last week we did all our airbrushing. We got all our base coats down. In between, I kind of laid in some blacks. We're going to do some things with that tonight. A whole lot of edge highlighting is going to happen. So I think we should just get into this guy and get moving on him. No. Oh, the Button Club just showed up. What's going on, Button Club? FGC. Yes, thank you very much for coming into the show. We're going to be moving over to the overhead shot. And we got this guy going on here. I need to do some edge highlighting on him first. I've already done most of the white, so I didn't want to bore you guys by doing this a million little lines on here. But let's mix up some green here. That will be suitable for an edge highlight. I think this will work. Oh, and to do this, let's start with this lower end here. And Kevtor is painting some battle mechs, helicopters, and tanks, as well as working on my 3D prints. This is all for Battletech stuff, Kevtor. Oh. Yeah, this color will work fine. Get all our edge highlights going here. Yep, you got a game on Sunday, and you're prepping for all of this. I saw some of the stuff that you were doing over on the Compound Discord before. So, some cool stuff here, 3D printing. That terrain is pretty cool looking. Edge highlights are just that, guys, and, you know, you're just following edges. It does look better when you're done with them. I hate doing a million little lines like this, but it does get you going. And you don't have to do everywhere, you can just pick and choose. So obviously a Dreadnought has way more lines than, you know, a regular little Space Marine guy, so you can do as much or as little as you want. Okay. Let's get into them. We're just following along edges. So once we get through this stuff, then things will start to get funner because we can start getting into more detailed stuff. We're gonna work with, if you haven't noticed, I already did some of the black. For the other parts, we're gonna do some of that in metal. Should look pretty cool when it's all said and done. So on edge highlights, you're just keeping the edge of your brush basically, finding these sharp corners and running it across. So you want high opacity, low moisture for this. I never glued his hand on. That is awesome. Oh. How are we looking here with this on the with the new camera setup? Well, the new lens setup. I'm interested to hear from you guys. I don't know if it's too close, not close enough. I don't know. And we're gonna try and pick out our nuts here. Thanks, KevTorf. I'm glad. And this is working out alright. Just wanted to get a nice tight shot. Now if I can just make sure I'm holding my hand there where I should be. It's so weird getting used to the painting for other people to see. Get into the back side. Nuts on this side. Oh, that's good. Good to know. Thank you. Right. Let's see. Where else do we need to go with this guy here? Let's get that too. I'm sure the rest of my thumbnail will get painted by the time I'm done. So I use it to check colors. I don't know. Just got used to doing that like that. Also takes out some of the moisture. When I need it. I'll definitely do that. Definite brush liquor, unfortunately. Oh. Okay. So, let's get into some other stuff here now. I wanted to try something with my metals. So that's why I got everything kind of pre-painted black. And let's see here. So this here is a little sponge thing from Modest Opus for when you're doing dry brushing. You do actually need a little bit of moisture when you're dry brushing. So not much, but this thing is awesome for that. And I'm gonna use some AK Interactive True Metal paint. Some of their, I think it's gunmetal. And when we're dry brushing, remember you do not really want to dry brush and remove your excess paint on tissue paper, because it will suck the moisture out too, and that's not good. You do want a little bit of it. So we're just gonna go over our black metal areas that we did with this now. Oh. This should give us a pretty cool effect going on. And keep us from having the edge highlights and stuff. So if you want to learn better dry brushing techniques, Artist Opus actually, they have their own YouTube channel. They're really good. I followed along with them and picked up quite a few things to get better at it, so you don't end up with like a chalky mess when you're done. It's actually good that I didn't include that on. Let's see, we'll get underneath here too. I'm going to switch to a slightly larger brush. And we're going to get this bad boy. So we will end up doing a glow effect on this plasma. I guess it's a cannon, I don't know, it's a gun, plasma gun, something like that. We want this to be built up more along the top. Right, we got our reflections there. So we're building up those layers a little bit more. Now, well, like we just got quick and dirty steel like it was nothing. I'm gonna do some of this undercarriage too. kind of bringing that out into it. So we do need to do some regular metallics too. But yeah, I kind of like that, how that's looking. So, can we show them off a little bit better? Yeah, there we go. So, oh, it just gives that kind of real like metal effect. I like it how this works out like this. So I think we're doing pretty good there with that. Now we got to move on. I'll need a little bit of this. Because there's a few more things that we gotta paint regular metal. Some things we want shiny also though. Actually, I'm taking them back off. So, where the pistons are showing here on his legs, this is always getting moved, so this is going to be your brightest point, is these cylinders in here. So I'm doing that with some really bright aluminized color from it's the Vallejo Mellow color range, I think. What do they call that stuff? I don't even know where I just put it. Oh, yeah, metal color. Yeah, that's what they. So the Vallejo metal colors are really cool. I like them. Awesome in an airbrush. Okay. We're gonna want some things to be silver. Ah, thanks guys. I'm glad you like it. Oh. Alright, let's start in with our little silver bits. So I'm gonna do these parts of the pistons regular silver, just to kind of break things up a little bit. So this part here can be kind of any color you want. Right, like Bob Ross says, it's your world. Do it how you want. I think I'm gonna do that too. Get back in frame here. Yep, I like that. Get these one more time in here so that they stand out. Okay. I'm gonna do this ammo belt feed thing in silver too. Probably should be using a bigger brush. that's all set there. Now, I don't want to go crazy with this, but there's a few spots that I do want to hit up on this thing. Just to kind of give it a highlight. In a few places. Parts that rotate, move, things like that. Thanks, Duff. Yep, definitely liking this guy a lot. No. Duff saying I'm making this thing my bitch. I don't know about all that. I'm not going to get too crazy here because, like I said, we are going to be doing some other effects here. So, but I am going to, I'm going to dab into my silver. And I want to, I'm going to go back in and make these highlights. So my light source is hitting here with a brighter silver. Then again along here. And then we'll pick out a few other places. This is, I mean, metal's quick and easy, man. It don't get no easier than this. So we're going very, very gentle, very light, just catching those highest edges. Same thing there, same thing here. So we want this to be a little bit brighter here. We'll work that in there. All right. There we go. Probably should do a little bit on his legs too, huh? So there's a couple of spots here that we should pick at. Right, we'll get this a little bit higher in here. Get that shine on. Same thing here. Rotate them. Get that there. And there. Quick and dirty. All right. Let's move on to some other colors. All right, well, thanks. Yeah, I think traditionally the Mentors is a darker green, but I don't know. I just like this better. So that's how I roll. All right, we're gonna start blocking in some other colors. We got our emblem to do on him. So we're gonna start blocking this in with some Mephiston red, I hope. This is the chapter emblem from the mentors. You might actually see some of it like an owl too. Sometimes the older emblem was an owl. This emblem gets the eagle, which is a lot like the raptors, but the raptors chapter has the eagle's got his mouth open, and you can see its tongue. Yeah, I like the adding the black into the white too, Duff. I thought if I did it just straight silver like that, like I would have, it wouldn't look right. No. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. And guys, this is where the beauty of 3D printers comes into play. Like, nobody makes an emblem on it built into a Redemptor Dreadnought like pauldron thing. So being able to add that in myself is awesome. Like, I don't have to have a goofy transfer or anything like that. Like, this is the beauty of 3D printing stuff. In the wrong thing. Alright. What do we want? What did I want to do here? Just touch up a few areas here. Crisp as possible. All right. Continuing on, I think I'm gonna lock him in place so I'm not touching him as much. We're gonna get this emblem here. Really, why not make him look like Christmas? Is there any part of these chapter colors I really don't like? Could have done this a different color. The mentors are different companies. The Aquila is different colors depending on what company. But most people just paint them red like this. It's also another reason why I was like, I gotta add some black into this guy because I don't want it to look like Christmas. No, Duff, you ain't lying, man. 3D printing is like, you know, like, I don't wicked say go run out and 3D print your entire army. Like, it's not at all what I'm saying there. But being able to customize your army, like, I would never be able to customize this Dreadnought the way that I did, like, without 3D printing. Like, the shin guards are 3D printed, you know, all of this, right, that makes them look more like an ironclad is 3D printed. But I'm also, I'm also going to the bits box, though. Like, I didn't like the little stupid round rocket pod thing that they have for the Redemptor, so I took this off an old school Terminator kit. Like, it just, using everything, the ability to make this stuff the way that you want it's awesome. Like, no. It's really been great like that, like to be able to do that kind of stuff. So we're gonna do all the little missile tip things too in red. Yeah, well, exactly. It's just another tool, and it's all in how you use it. Like I said, I'm not saying go out and 3D print an entire army. Like, you have to be able to support these companies that are making these games. Like, if you don't support them, they won't make the game. And then the game that you want to play is no more. So, it's absolutely like you need to be able to support these companies. Alright, so we got that there. Let's see, what else needs to get locked in? There's one piece of scroll work here that we can kind of play with. Probably don't need much paint for that because it's only one thing. I didn't add a lot of embellishments to this guy, like, because the mentors they're not heavy on the accoutrement, I guess, of most Space Marine chapters. So we'll just have this one little banner thing here. Might be able to put a name on it, I guess. Steamy Squid, what's going on, buddy? Glad you could join us. We're just painting up a Dreadnought. So we're gonna get these going here. This is kind of like a pre-workup for what's to come. Hopefully I won't screw this all up. So we are going to be doing some lighting, if you haven't guessed. I'm going to dip back into the red bag here. And we'll get these missile pods too. Grenade launchers, or whatever it is that they are. That there. There's we also gotta do some stuff on his back here. I haven't decided what color to do the exhaust stack things. I don't know what I should do there. I am going to do these skeletons and crossbones and a bone white. And we need to do the Mechanicum symbol. I really don't like doing that. But we'll do it anyway, the way we were supposed to. A little bit of black. less moisture in my brush for this. Okay, so half of that is black. And half of this is black. And the other half is, you guessed it, white. I just hope that I did it the right way and didn't invert it by accident. Go back to our black a little bit. Add this in. Okay. Now the smokestacks. What color should I do those? Probably should just do them gunmetal. And then do some weathery pigment over that? Yeah, I think so. Do I even have gunmetal out? Yes, I do. Double do you there? This angle. Start to get the other side here. So flip them around. Go, we got that there. Sweet. Alright. So we'll go back in now. And I'm gonna need some bold pirate red. And we'll work on the emblems and the highlights for the reds. Alright, I want him in there like that. I'll bring this around. Go. Got that Mentor's emblem looking good. Let's get this Aquiller thingy. I don't quite know if the skull one is an actual Aquiller or not. I'll have to look into that. is just going to get the very tips of these things with this. There we go. Okay, now where is our contrast skeleton horde? Of course, easiest way to do your little parchments and things like that. Boom, done. I'm also gonna get into my red a little bit with this. Now we gotta do these guys here on the back side too. Crossbones here. Mechanicum symbol we're gonna leave alone because that doesn't, I want that to be a nice bright white. Let you know that it's the Mechanicum. We're not gonna do nothing there with that. Okay. Now we got a lot of lights that we gotta do. I don't know if we want all these little tracking lights and stuff though to be red. Is it too much red? What other color should it be if not red? What do you guys think? Should we do all those little doohickeys that, like, you know, little optic things in reds or a different color? I don't know. I gotta think about it now. While I am doing that though, I'm gonna start more red. I don't know, Duff. I think you're kind of biased to the red. Oh. While I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna start prepping this too. Getting this ready for things to come to. Oh, okay. Duff is the only one that's chimed in, so he wins. I guess that's how it works. Alright, we're gonna start taking some of these things out. There is one more way down in here. Okay. So we got that started there. So we start with our darkest color first. And then we're gonna build up kind of thing. So you want to leave a little bit less each time. Pyro. Okay, and then we're going to take a little bit of yellow, mix this in, because I don't feel like grabbing an orange. This one towards the bottom edge. Like that. Clean our brush. And we want to dab. Dots of white, give it that kind of lens flare effect. I don't know how good it's focusing in on it, but there we go. Okay, so what else do we want to take care of right now while we're here? I do want to add in do some washing on these other bits that we got going on here. I'm gonna use some dark tone from the Army Painter. I just want to wash this guy all over here for that ammo feed belt thing. And then these guys too. Actually going to get around the bottom of them a little bit like that. Too much, but that looks pretty good. don't know if like around this lens thing here should be a different color, but I'm gonna leave it be. I think I want all the extra armor just to kind of blend into him. So. I am going to run some of this dark tone in here though. A little extra contrast never hurt nobody. We'll do the same thing there. Underneath here. I think it'll just bring out some of the contrast on this guy a little bit better. Like that. Adding those few things in. But yeah, he's looking pretty good there. Let's get some more of this orangey color. Get the very peaks of some things. Corners on these reds. There we go. This little tiny things that go a long way in the end. Still got a little spottiness right here. There we go, that's better. All right. Oh. That there. I think this is probably a good place for us to finish for tonight. Kind of let my washes that I put in dry up. Next time we're gonna finish this guy off. We'll be doing all of our glow effects with the airbrush, and that should look pretty cool. I do need to pick up, I think, some other paint for that, though, because I want to use fluorescence to really get a nice glow effect. Plasma coils. Thanks, Duff. So, thank you, Button Club. So, Kevtor, you too, have a good weekend. Good luck with your games that you're playing. But, yeah, we're going to finish this guy off next week. We'll have some basing stuff that we're going to do and some really cool glow effects and some OSL prop, maybe a little bit. Not too much. Nothing crazy. But he's coming along pretty freaking sweet, and I'm really digging it. It might make me get back into finishing off the mentor stuff that I've got too. So, I mean, I've still got a whole lot of Blood Angel stuff to do, but we'll continue on with some things. We got some other things too that some friends gave us. I got a bag of goodies here. So, Trilaterum is a miniatures game from our friend Trilaterum Tim. He's created his own game. It's a tabletop war gaming simulation type thing. So, I got some compound troops because the compound has their own faction. So I've got some mechs and stuff that we're gonna paint for that. So we'll be working on that probably after we finish this guy. Get a little something different going on. But thank you very much, everybody, for watching tonight. Have a good night and a good weekend. And best luck in your painting adventures.